It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, it's Zay Flowers. He did his job and then some last week with 123 receiving yards. It's the Ravens and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about story. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 123 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson will throw again. That's complete to Palmer. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff now looks to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground with Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, Jackson. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now it's Jackson. Checks this one down to Robinson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 19-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Robinson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Goff going to get this to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Goff on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Now Goff. It's caught. Mitchell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Goff. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. in the first half. It was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Thought it's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Goff on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is brought in at the 21. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Jackson to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll run with Montgomery. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5.
21. Ravens 16.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Jackson. That's again complete to Palmer. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this down to the 23.
Throwing is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 37.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Going back to Gibbs on first down. He's got it to the 43 here. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is 2nd and 8. Going up the gut, Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. That's another one complete to Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Open man right side is St. Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell from 4 yards out. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here come the Ravens. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get him to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jackson. Here's a screen for Robinson.
Part of mean, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
And he's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing. Jackson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
3rd down and goal coming up here. Jackson to throw.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 31-28. A little over 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.